Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. It is me, your art teacher whose career failed to take off. I feel like I have that vibe today. Anyway, today we are going to be talking about something relatively lighthearted, but not too lighthearted because I don't feel comfortable with that level of positivity. So anyway, we're going to be talking about this TikTok that went viral, and I kind of want to contextualize it a little bit and shit on the internet slightly, considering that I'm a part of it, so my part in it as well. Yeah, so today we're gonna horse around. So stupid, you'll get the joke later. I've filmed this 3 times and my voice is just starting to fucking go. So basically, if you've been on the internet at all, you've probably seen this viral TikTok of a girl pretending to ride a horse, which is also a sport known as hobby horsing. Now let us get the elephant in the room, or should I say the horse in the room, I guess, out of the way. The term hobby horsing is really fucking stupid, and whoever came up with it is a moron because it's belittling. It's like underlining the fact that you're not riding a real horse. Could you not come up with any other name that makes it seem more legit? And I'm not judging the sport, I'm really judging the name. It'd be like calling someone not a photographer, but a hobby picture taker. It's like, okay, well that automatically sounds dumb as hell. Anyway, whoever came up with hobby horse, I'd like to talk. I'll show you the TikTok in question that got people feeling some type of way. Okay, so based on this TikTok, I think we need to put one thing into context very quickly. This girl is 16. Now, let us all recall what we were like when we were 16. I don't want to go there because it was embarrassing and I had many phases, out of which all were terrible and embarrassing. And also, thank God, I had Facebook and I think still MySpace, and they were both private, so nobody could see it outside of my target audience, which were people who knew me and my crushes, especially on MySpace. But anyway, thankfully I was protected in the sense of anyone who saw my content knew who I was, so they had context. Unfortunately, this is not the case for this girl, and I think that really, to summarize everything that happened, is her content went beyond her target audience. So the other hobby horsers? Hobby horsemen? Hobby horseman sounds a lot more badass, but anyway, aside from the people who partake in the same hobby, sport, whatever, I think it came to an audience that was like, what the fuck is this? And if you think a sport or hobby is dumb, that's fine. What I am gonna say is to take it out on a 16-year-old who's just enjoying their hobby. No. Not cool, I don't accept it, and it's really just mean to be mean, and I am mean, so if I'm saying that, we've got problems. Now, I do think that probably, and this is just me assuming things, so I could be entirely wrong, but this reaction of her saying, you know, this is a hard hobby, I felt like I was gonna pass out, vomit, whatever else was said in the TikTok, I do think it is a form of trying to legitimize what you're doing, and I know that because I've done that. I think it's happened to all of us where you're doing something and someone tells you, oh my God, that's so stupid, that's so easy, blah, 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 and to kind of make what you're doing seem more legitimate. You're like, well, actually, I spent 100 hours doing this, and to be able to do this, you need to do this and that, and it's so hard because this and that. So you're kind of listing why it's a skill. So you're underlining why it's not just a stupid thing and why not everyone can do it. And that's valid. So I think that part of what she was doing was that. Now, this is where I wish parents had stepped in and said, do not post that. Because the way it comes off, especially to, you know, people who may think that she's older, because I thought she was older, to be honest, is, oh my God, you're a full-grown adult and you're here acting like a victim over your hobby because other people are saying your hobby is stupid. Which, it can come off that way. Without context, I read it not exactly that way, but kind of similarly of like, why are you acting like a martyr over your own hobby? And I think that's the issue here, is without the context, everything's lost. And that goes for so many things without the context. That's why the context is important. The other issue that I came across, because I went to see the other TikToks this girl posted, because there are not many TikToks, but all of them have thousands upon thousands of comments. So I was like, good God, this is probably going to be a bloodbath. Yes. The thing is, there are also other things that did not help people who were already inclined to make fun of her, like edits made like this. But the thing is, if I were 16 and I was super into my hobby, I don't feel like this would be a bad thing to do, and I'd probably do the same thing. So, I mean, it's very hard for me to take any of the criticism seriously, like towards this girl and towards what she's doing. And I hope that it doesn't take away any of her enjoyment, because honestly, it's so silly. It's like me saying I like the color purple and you come up to me and you're like, the color purple is stupid and ugly and fuck the color purple. And it's like, okay. Did you have to go out of your way to say that? No. Did you have to go out of your way to ruin my fun that hurts no one? No. So as much as some people are saying it for shits and giggles, we also need to remember that this person is 16, and even if you're older, it'll still hit you hard. But having thousands upon thousands of comments just shitting on you for whatever reason, down to her fucking socks. People were making fun of her socks. I was like, really, guys? That's a thing that's been happening. And it's also funny because a lot of the times I see these people on Instagram and TikTok talking about how they're empaths. Where are the empaths when all of this happens? You guys, you're dropping the fucking ball. You're out here talking about how you're an empath and you can feel everyone's pain and whatever. Girl, where are you? Like, here there's someone kind of being bullied by the internet and I don't see any of you standing up for her. Explain. Now, I don't know if maybe, you know, like I'm being a little bit emo. I don't know if my age is catching up to me, which is really what's concerning me. Like, am I becoming soft? I just found this to be a really shitty way to respond to someone, especially because, like I said, I see all these people online, all these empaths talking about enjoy things, let people enjoy things, find a passion. And it's like, people find a passion and this is what you guys do. And granted, I am a hater. I am a hater for so many things, but in this particular case, it just doesn't add up to me. Anyway, you guys can let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to my patrons as always, and I'll catch you guys next time.